Hello everyone, welcome back once more to Pine Valley Zoo. I hope you're well and looking forward to another episode of me attempting to build a pirate ship. So last episode, this is what I started on. This is our new project which we are hoping to put down in our California sea lion enclosure. It's coming along okay. It's still an awful long way to go on it, so I'm just going to keep going and see where we end up. So let's crack on without further delay, and I've decided at the back here this bit that sticks out needs a chunkier top, bottom and edge, you know. I'll describe what I mean when I find the right piece, if I find the right piece. Actually, these are colourable, aren't they? So what I'm thinking is, yeah, something not quite like that. I need like a, yeah, nice. That's it. That's the one. A nice dark brown. Something that's just a bit darker than what we've already got, basically, to try and create this kind of solid edging. Now I'm just trying to space this right so I can then do a shorter piece at the end like this. And like that. Actually, that I kind of like it just sticking up a little bit, so I'll do that and I'll poke it down a little bit as well. What do we think? Yeah, I think that will look better like that. Okay, let's copy this, just checking how far it sticks out. Quite a long way. Something like that. How is this looking on this side? Looking good. I did just notice actually, yeah, slight graphical bugs with this piece, so let me just bring that out. Let's just get that out to there. Good. Right, and then this one can also come in to here. Yeah, and that can create a nice edge there. That's, yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? It looks nice and chunky now, which I think is more like what I'm going for. I do want to do, I probably want windows on the sides actually, so let's, yeah, it's gonna be tricky because it's not gonna let me. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna move this, bring it over, flip it round, and then let's, oh, excuse me, just sneezed, do apologise. Can't control sneezes, can you? They're very annoying things. Always happens when I sit here and do some recording. Right, so I'm thinking a couple of these windows on this side. Something like that. That looks good to me. Then let's bring this piece across. Let's get it back. Let's line it up roughly. Let's take it in. Oops. Something like that. Excellent. Okay, and across to here. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, let's do the same here on this side. It's one of those things when you're doing this, I could spend a long time detailing this boat, and I probably will do a fair bit of detailing, but obviously it isn't. I'm not trying to make a sort of a super realistic pirate ship. I'm trying to just make something that looks like a pirate ship, but obviously is just a temporary, or not temporary, but it's a fake structure for the animals to enjoy, is basically the idea. But I also want it to look good. Excellent, there we go. That looks much nicer now, doesn't it? Yeah. I feel like there would be something here, some sort of support beams. I'm thinking I want to kind of, I want to make like a little curved structure, I think, coming out of here as like a support, something like this. Okay, I like that. I just need to play around with it. I need to oh yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? Oh, I need to move that window back. I think they would probably have these right on the sides, and then they'd probably have at least one in the middle as well. Yeah, let's just move this back into place as well. Oh, that looks much nicer now, doesn't it? Yes, good, 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 good. Okay. So, masts. Let's look at masts. Let's hang on. Let's come over here. So, I found some nice pieces. I love these pieces with the metal. So let's see. So we'd have one sort of main mast, wouldn't we? Right in the middle of the ship here. So something, say, around there. And how tall? I think, do you know what? I think it really would be this sort of height. And then a smaller one, I reckon, here with the wheel on the back. Actually, let's move that right up to here. Now I'm pretty sure they would have another one further forwards, wouldn't they? Maybe I need to move that back and then have another smaller one further forwards. And then I need sideways masts of some sort. I guess this is probably the sort of beam. I want it to be a round beam because it would just be made out of logs rather than planks. See, this is where it should hopefully start really looking like a ship. So we'd go right up to here. Let's just see if that's in the middle. It is roughly. So I think we'd probably have one of them right up the top. We'd have a long... We'd probably have... something like that. That may be too close. I'll probably have to move that down. And then we'd probably have even longer ones. I think. Kind of out the sides. Something like that. I think these probably need to come down. And then the same for these. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. I have just had an idea. The sea lion enclosure, I might combine it with something else. Just a thought, but I could be tempted to try and put monkeys as well. I love the idea of this being a climbing frame for monkeys. Just a thought. Probably won't happen, but you just never know. I know this is probably a completely incorrect setup for where the sails would go. Obviously, I'm not going to try and recreate the sails. That would just be silly. But I just like the idea of that. And then, can I connect some rope between them? Try and do something with rope. I'm not sure what. I'm trying to think of what a pirate ship would look like. Where would they have rope? Why, what would be connected? I guess just rope between all of these would look pretty good, even if it's not too particularly practical. I think it's gonna look decent. Right, I need to start from a position, I guess, like this. Let's come right to the outside, like that. I'm going to have to get the angle snap turned off, and then I'm going to have to kind of experiment a bit. Try and line this up by sight if I can, like that. Now let's see, does that roughly connect? That's good for me. I'm pretty happy with that. So I think I just need to kind of start playing around with the rope like this and just see what looks decent, I guess. Yeah, I think that's okay, right? And then let's come down to this one. And again, I guess let's try and get this one connected across as well. Let's try and get this done by eye if I can. So yeah, very time consuming, but I think this is the kind of detail that's going to sell it as a pirate ship. Yeah, that looks good. Shame it doesn't quite connect up. No, never mind, that's fine. Okay, and then let's come down again. And this one needs to come up. Let's get it to there. Okay, a little bit too high. Boom, excellent. Let's get that bit in. See, starting to look more like a ship, isn't it? Okay, before I go any further, let's duplicate that over onto this side as well. It needs to be just on the end of that top piece, like that. There we go. Yes, definitely starting to look more like a ship now, isn't it? You're getting the idea of what I'm trying to do. And then, sorry for the long-windedness, but I need to do the same again over on this side. So I appreciate this probably isn't the most enjoyable stuff to watch, but it's got to be done. this is... I do enjoy doing this sort of thing, because the effort is always worth it in the end. Actually, I say it's always worth it. It's not always worth it. Sometimes things go disastrously wrong, but so far, I feel like this is working out quite nicely. Let's just... We're nearly there. I just want to get that up a tiny bit. There we go. I think that's going to be okay. Right onto the top like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's get that to there and let's join it up. Let's come back up to this one. I might try and do some bits of rope around here where the rope touches to kind of hide that. There are some other bits of rope in the game that we can use for that. Ooh, I nearly got that spot on. There we go. Yep, good. Happy with that. Ooh, can I get away with 2 pieces there? I can. Excellent. Right, and the last one needs to be on here. And let's see if I can line this up. These ones are quite close, so it should be quite easy to line this up. That'll do. Nice. Okay, and let's get this duplicated over as well. Nice. Right, we're not done yet, because I feel like the rope would continue and it would probably come down. I mean, if you look at pictures of pirate ships in, you know, from the movies, you see you'd get it coming right down like this as well. There's just rope. Basically, there's rope everywhere on pirate ships. And whether that's what they would have been like in real life or not, I don't know, but it's certainly how they look in the movies. So let's do that. I think I want to... Oh yeah, I want to get a couple more. I think would look good getting them like that as well. Excellent. Okay, and then I reckon I probably want to do the same here somewhere. Obviously that's too wide. It needs to be probably connected to this sort of corner here. Let's have a look. I've not quite got the line right, so it needs to go that way just a touch, and then it needs to be angled more. Just about there. Let's just take that in to there. Make sure that that's good. Yep. There we go. That looks great. So again, let's copy that over to this side. Don't think that's going to need any more, is it? No, I think that's fine. I'm not sure if there are any flags in the game. There might be. Right, I might need to do some more rope once I do the front of the ship. Should I have a look at doing the front? I've been putting this off because I'm not sure how I'm doing it really. I think this is the only piece really that I can use. Hang on. Let's try that again with the angle snap turned on. So it needs to be something like this. It needs to look like this is coming out of the front here. I'm just trying to judge the size, whether this is going to be a bit short, possibly for the front. Not sure. I think I can make this work. Now, I've got to think of the best way of doing this. I wonder if... I've got a theory here of how I'm doing this. I just don't know if this is going to work. So what I'm thinking is if I can highlight those two, turn off angle snap. No, yeah, they're pivoting on the wrong bit, unfortunately. I wanted them to pivot on the front. So this is going to take a while, because this is what I'm thinking, this kind of thing. To kind of create this angle. This is going to take quite a bit of tricky manoeuvring, because it needs to be wider at this end than this end, basically, so that you create that slight upwards arc. So now I'm just gonna persevere with this technique and see if it turns out looking half decent. I think it might do, you know. I mean, it's never going to be perfect, but this is, yeah, this is roughly what I had in mind. I think I can probably just lower these pieces now, and I think there's probably enough of an arc at the front there. Something like that. Now obviously we've still got quite a bit of space here, so this is the real test. Can I do something creative here? Whether I can kind of line this up. You know what, I should have done this. I should have done this initially, really, shouldn't I? Never mind, let's persevere. It's very tricky trying to mirror both sides here. See, that's not in the middle. Wow, it's not even level that way. How has that happened? Okay, I need to lower all of one side, but that's fine. So yeah, I need this to meet in the middle. Okay, let's do this. Let's just lower all of this side. So we know the mast is in the middle. Well, I'm pretty happy that the mast is basically in the middle. I think. It looks like it's in the middle, and this doesn't. So I think what I've got to do is bring all of this slot over. It doesn't have to be perfect, which is a good job because it's not going to be. Right, now if that's... do you know what? I'm going to go with that. I think this is going to be just fine. You know, I'm not trying to be historically accurate here. I'm just trying to create something that looks half decent, like that. Do you know what? I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I think that does look pretty good. Good, good, good. Yes. Right, so how do I fill in the bottom? Yeah, that's going to be a challenge, isn't it? I mean, I might be able to get away with using these beams to do the top. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is how. Actually, these beams. Yeah, I can manipulate these beams in length, so that's good. So I can keep it going. Whoops. Let's keep it going and start bringing it in. I should be able to keep this going pretty much until it gets to the end. Depends how fine a point it goes to. Because I can always hide the underneath bit with the land, the rocks, you know, whatever it is that the ship is sitting on. I may have a go at filling in underneath as well, but I don't necessarily have to. Right, we're just getting to that point now where I can't use the beams in the same direction. I might have to just turn the beams. Let's just get these copied over. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try that again. There we go. I think this is going to look really good, actually. The more I do the ship, the more I think it's going to work. I was worried that I was going to completely waste my and your time with this project. But actually, I think it might work out okay. So, yeah, I can't do too much at the end here, really. I've just got to do what I can with these beams. Just lower it down. And just do them in this direction. That's all I can do, and hope they don't stick out the front. No, they don't. Good. I think I can just about do this. Just got to be really careful that they're not showing at the front there, which they're not at the moment. Kind of an annoying little gap there. I'll just cover that like that, I think. Good, good, good. And let's come back to here. Yeah, this is going to look fine. And of course, what do pirate ships have at the front? They have like a big statue usually, don't they? So I will see what I can find at the front in the way of some kind of statue. Okay, how are we looking? We're looking pretty good. There's nothing underneath. I'm not going to worry about the underneath. It's the top that I wanted to get right. Let's have a look at statues. Where are we? Statues. Is there actually a sea lion statue? Because that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Seeing as that's the animal that's going in here. I should have just done a search, really. Let's just see. There are all sorts of different statues here I could try and use. I don't think there was there? Oops. No, you've got seals, but not sea lions. Okay, that's a shame. You get the idea. I want to create like a figurehead. That's a little bit too big. Big old elephant, maybe. Hippo. I know that's massive. But it does look kind of cool if you can, you know, disguise it. Well, it's the best I've got so far. Let's keep going. Because it needs to be something that is facing forwards. I quite like the marble look. No, actually that bronze look does look good. Because I mean, a line would look cool, but it's the wrong sort. It's not roaring, is it? It's not. It doesn't look like the front of a boat. But I think the hippo is cool. See, stuff like that. Yeah, it's a bit too small actually. I kind of like this. Whoops, I like the size of the hippo. I don't think there's anything else really, is there? Okay, let's work with the hippo. That's hilarious. I do like the hippo. I can do something with this. I can disguise the front of the hippo somehow. I wonder whether I can. Let me just experiment a little bit. See if I could have like a, don't know, something. Okay, how about if I create a much sort of thinner version of this. Something like that, and bring it into here and bring it back. And then duplicate it up. What do we think? As always, I'm just experimenting. Actually, do you know what? That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Does it? You tell me. I really. You just got a big hippo's bum poking through there. That doesn't look great, but I'll do something in there. I don't know what. But yeah, actually, did you know what? I do quite like that as the front of the ship. It does look kind of funky, doesn't it? I feel like I just need this piece on the very front edge here in some way. I don't know. Let's have a look. What can I do with this? If only this was just a fraction bigger. Actually, do you know what? This, I hadn't really looked at it, but something like this would have kind of done that job for me, wouldn't it? But maybe a bit too big. Or actually, no. Do you know what? I think that looks pretty good actually. Maybe if I lift both of them up higher. Okay, I've changed my mind. I like the idea of what I did there, but it's not quite, I don't think, as good as using this in-game piece. So if I can line that up roughly like that. And then if I can lift this, maybe, yeah, just bring it forwards a touch. Well, I mean, it's a bit crazy, but I kind of like it. And we've almost sort of created like a little bench back here. So in fact, what I might just do is, let's just come back and find some planks. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I think this will look okay. And I'll just create like just a little end piece here. Like there's a little bench at the end. I might just have to lift all of that up just a tiny bit, actually. Whoops. Okay, that was that was not very successful at all, was it? No, I want to unselect them, not select more. Oh, I hate this. I really hate this. Come on. It's not going to let me select any of this that I've just put down, is it? There we go. There's one. There's two. Oh, I was doing so well. I can't get that last piece. I wonder if I can go underneath. Nope, it's not going to let me select anything anymore. Don't want that. I want that. Nope. Fine. You know what? I will move that lot. I will raise that up. And you know what? I'm just gonna move a piece all over the top of that because that's annoying otherwise. There we go. And then if I bring that over, we've got some graphical glitches there, so I will just correct that as well. But yeah, I think if I just then bring this in and down, I can create an end as well. Just block it all in, make it look decent. Make sure nothing's sticking out. That's good. Just sort out these glitches, and then the same on the top. There we go. The front of our ship is done. I know it's not brilliant, but you know what? It's a bit of fun, isn't it? That's all I care about. We're having fun. Excellent. Okay, we're looking pretty good. I like this. I do like this. I really do. Now what I might just want to do is just get a bit more string, or rope, sorry, on this. Let's get rid of the angle snap. Let's have a look. Going around here somewhere. So I probably want it coming into about here, but I need to sort the angle out, so let's just bring it up. And let's just bring it down a bit more. Coming down onto there. There we go. That's what I want. And then I will copy all of that sideways. Like so. How are we looking now? Wow, look at that. It actually looks like a pirate ship. Well, it's getting there anyway. It's definitely looking more like a ship of some sort. Very cool. Right, lots of detailing still to do. But I'm going to leave the episode there once more. So again, I do hope you're enjoying this project. I'm really sorry if this is not the sort of thing that you want to see me do. But it's just a fun little project. It's something a bit different, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I apologise if I'm indulging myself a little bit too much here. We will get back to some normal zoo building soon, I promise. But I am having a lot of fun, and that's that is why I play this game after all. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying this as well. Maybe it's given you a bit of inspiration. Who knows? Right, so I'm going to leave the episode there. So next episode, I will just come in and do some more finishing touches on the boat, and then we'll get it into position. And I promise you that will then be the end of our boating adventures, for now at least. Cool. So thank you very much for sticking with me. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. You can hit the like button if you have. Please don't hit the dislike if you haven't. But yeah, please do leave me some feedback as well. So thank you very much. Thanks, and I will see you soon.